Praise God. This is Faith Joanna Sethics. Thank you so much. I want you to sit and we learn. We are going to learn about faith today. Now, faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you do not see. So, first of all, you have to understand what is hope. If they say faith is being sure of what we hope for, yes, all of us will know hope, and but we define it maybe in different ways. But today, I want to define hope for you. Hope is the confident expectation of what God has promised, and its strength is in His faithfulness. So that means if God has promised you something, He won't lie. That because He is a faithful God, that means every every hope that you're having, it means it came from somewhere, and that is a promise. If you promise me something, trust me, I'm going to have confidence that you're going to give it to me, even though you're lying to me. But the moment you say, Joanna, you know what, I'm going to do this and that for you, automatically straight away I'm going to believe you, because I know you will, because you have promised me. The moment you trigger me with that promise, I'm going to put my confidence in you. I'm going to put my faith in you. In fact, I'm going to be sure that you're going to do it. That's why they've told us that faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you don't see. That means you have to have hope before having faith. The moment, that means someone must have promised you something for you to have hope in them, for you to hope in them. That means God has promised us many things. But why are we not receiving what God has promised us? Because we have no faith. We are not confident. We are not confident in Him. We are not confident that He is able and capable of giving what we have been praying for. So today I want you to go and think about the promises of God. What are the promises of God? What has God promised you? Remember, God promises us through scriptures. For you, what has God promised you? What has God what are you having? Which dream are you having? That dream you're having, it's a promise. It's a promise from God. So you have to be sure. You have to be sure that God is going to give it to you. The moment you're not sure, that means you're doubting. Faith is being sure. Faith is not doubting. In fact, faith is being the moment you're sure that God is going to make for you this and that, automatically He will, because for Him, He looks deep down into your heart. The moment you say, Lord, I am sure you're going to give me this, you're believing in your heart, you're believing, you're putting your trust in Him. Only that is enough for God to release everything that you want. But I also want to tell you this, that you may be sure. Yes, it is good to be sure of what God has promised you, but you have to take a step. For example, if you have to take a step, like you have to do something to show that you're sure. If you want me to believe you, if you want me to believe that what you're telling me is right, then if I'm sure, then you have to take a step to convince me that what you promised you're going to give it to me. And by the way, I want to tell you this. If you want God to do something for you this very day, I don't know when you need what you're believing for. Please, after being sure, take a step, because the Bible tells us that faith without action is dead. So the moment you're sure where you're going, for example, if I'm sure that I'm going to Kampala and I know where Kampala is, I'm not doubting, I know the exact place I'm going to. That means I will automatically prepare and go without looking for directions from Google or where else, from everywhere. But I'm sure. That means I'm just going to prepare and go. But the moment I'm not sure, that means there is a lot of struggle. The moment you're not sure of your vision, the moment you're not sure of your dream, the moment you're not sure that God is going to make it for you, you're going to get lost, because you don't know where you're going. You have to be sure and take a step. If you want If you want to see yourself prospering, take a step. Faith is taking a step. The moment you lag behind and you be like, God will do this and this for me, it is not going to be like that, baby. No, it is not going to be like that. You have to take a step. You have to be sure. First of all, be sure. Be sure that God is able to do for you and to excite you, to bless you, to heal you, to give you anything. Talk about everything, whether tuition, whether rent, whether what. The moment you're sure and you take a step, the moment you stand up and you're like, today I'm going to do this because I am sure. I've told you that if you're sure of a journey you're going to, there is no wasting time. You just wake up and prepare and go. But the moment you're not sure, that means you have to look for directions. So if you're sure that and you believe and you're sure that God is taking you somewhere, that means show him that you know where you're going. That means you must take a step in this night. I don't know what you're sure of. I don't know what you're hoping for, but the only remaining part there, it is for you to take a step of faith. It is for you to stand up and walk. It is for you to be like, to change your attitude. It's not all about believing. It's not all about being sure. Yes, you're sure. Thank you so much. But take a step. It's the only step remaining, like, for you to get what you want. So this night, yes, you're sure of what God is going to do, and you believe. You have prayed. You have fasted, but you are not doing anything. Please, this night, my humble request, my prayer is for you to take a step. Do not fear. Do not fear anything. Just take a step. And the moment you take a step, that's when you will see that you have faith in God. That's when you will get what you want. But the moment you sit down, the moment you just say, I am sure, I believe God will do this and this for me, without taking a step, you will remain stagnant. You will remain in one place. You will remain in one place. If you don't stand up and move, no one is going to carry you. No one is going to push you. No one is going to... Remember the other man who was at the pool. No one, like, he took long at the pool because he didn't take a step. Their friends, his friends were taking steps, like they were crawling and falling into. But for him, the light had not come to him. But when the light came to him, he also took a step. So this night, the light has come to you. Dear, please take a step. What are you believing for? God is very faithful. God is a faithful God. He is just waiting for you to take a step. Faith is action. Faith is not words. Be sure, take action. That's how you're going to win. May God bless you. Shalom. See you. Good night. Nice day.